Hello guys and girls, this is Sam from Sam's Tinkering Around. Wanted to do a little short video today. We are 392 days post stem cell transplant. Whoa! How about that? So I got a phone call the other day from somebody I know that is in the middle of the first phases of stem cell transplant. Well, with that being said, they asked me if, they were having, if I had certain issues with certain things. Excuse the stuffiness and stuff. My wife went on a cruise, left the 1st of November, came back and brought something. I don't know. I got tested up at the bone marrow clinic, and they said, oh, it's just a head cold. Well, I have a decreased immune system, so everything is like punching me in the face. So anyway, sorry about that. So they were asking me if I had trouble with real dry, scaly, flaky skin all over. And they were also, they were having trouble with, an itchy scalp. So I wanted to make this video for those people out there that are going through the initial phases, I guess. This person is past 200 days. So anyway, my doctor told me that regular soap and shampoo has additives in it, and it will react with the stem cell drugs. So tacrolimus, fluconazole, Bactrim, all this stuff, it'll react to it. Well, I was using soap that had no additives, barely any smell to it. I'll put it in the link later on after I post the video, because I'm doing this on my phone. Sorry. So I was using the same shampoo on my head as well as my body. The worst thing that I had, I think, was it took a while for my skin not to be sensitive per se. I couldn't take really hot showers, like normal people. And when I would use soap and stuff, I would get this stinging sensation, mainly on my back and my legs. And that's even using the non-smell, non-additive soap. So the person I talked to, I asked him, I said, what are you using? And they said, well, I'm using regular soap. And I said, on your head too? She said, yeah. So I told her to try not using regular soap. Go to the non-scented, non-additive, all that stuff. Also, as well as your head, But as far as, I mean, I had a little dryness to my scalp, a little flaking, but uh, seems like all that stuff is about cleared up. But I never had it on, my legs or anything like that. I am still just about, it's crazy. All this stuff comes back, right? All up here. I try to keep my head covered because, my hair looks bleh. So anyway, the hair on my legs, it's still barely sprouting out. It's kind of crazy. All this came back. All this just hasn't come back yet. Well, I mean, it has, but it's like it needs some miracle growth or something. But that's it. That's pretty much what I wanted to say today. If you had a stem cell transplant with chemotherapy and some radiation, if your doctor doesn't tell you not to use, and this is, along with the other medications you're taking, like Tacro, fluconazole, stuff like that. If he hasn't told you, don't use additive soap with additives in it. Don't. Best advice ever. Now, you may still get stinging from the chemo in your skin. I mean, I felt like ants and stuff were all over me, when I took a hot shower and washed down. That was the worst of it until we found I was using some Ivory soap with no additives. I was using some Amazon soap with no additives. I'll throw those in after I post. Excuse me. Lots of water. I buy a case of water, once every couple of weeks, and I go through that. So I've been drinking that. I drink about 4 bottles a day, somewhere around in there, 4, maybe 5. And then, if I drink tea, I went to decaffeinated tea. You can't tell the difference. I put Splenda in it. My creatinine level was going up. Well, once he took me off a couple of medications, it started creeping down. Had to go see a kidney doctor a couple of times because of that. He wanted to make sure we weren't killing my kidneys, because if you kill your kidneys, guess what? Then you're on dialysis. Nobody wanted to be there. But yeah, that's it. Use soap that is not, doesn't have anything in it. You may not like it, but that's it. And deodorant, use deodorant that has nothing in it. If you're on those medications, sometimes I got a rash. I tried to use the new stuff, or the regular stuff early, and it created a rash. You will get bumps, break out every now and then. It's not graft versus host, but it is what it is. Get you one of those. I got a back scratcher. One of those bamboo back scratchers. Just when nobody's around, I scratch my own back. What else? That's it. Love y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. And if there's any questions, comments, man, please make some comments. If you're going through stem cell, any questions you got, I am here for you. The last time that I tested, they said there was no bone blast, no cancer, this stuff. There was no need for any more bone marrow biopsies at this moment. They took me off the fluconazole, the Tacro, the Bactrim. I'm still taking a medication. Oh my God, every time I get in front of the camera, I forget. So it keeps away shingles. They said, you probably will be on that one for a while, because when they gave me chemo and all that stuff, it wiped out everything, including, polio shots, all that stuff, all the childhood stuff. I got 5 of those the last time I saw the doctor. I got 3 over here, 1 over here. It's awful. But at the 1 year date, they start giving that all back to you. I got the flu shot, the pneumonia shot. You're gonna hate me. I got the COVID shot because my doc, he has been awesome. He's been great. I think he's a godsend, and he has taken care of me so well during this whole time. I really believe God has his hands on this whole thing, or I would not be where I'm at. They expected a whole lot worse things to happen that did not happen. Praise God. Because I only got this far because God was walking with me. So there, I'm cancer free, pre-cancer free, whatever it's called, leukemia free, and I'll go back to the doctor on the 2nd of December, and we'll see how that looks. They also said my chiserism, and I never say that correctly, my chiserism test was 98+%, so I am grafting pretty much fully. I have not converted to the blood type yet, so still waiting on that to happen. Hopefully by December it'll happen, yeah. So I am really open to any questions, any comments, any, just whatever. I know there's people out there going through this stuff, and I pray that if you know somebody that is going through this stuff, please forward my videos to them. Hit the bell, subscribe. It's all about getting this out to people. It's a scary thing, man. I mean, when you go in there and the doctor tells you, if I put you in the hospital and I do this to you, you could die in the hospital with an infection. 30 days, you're out. If you don't make it a year without getting some kind of crazy infection because you didn't take your medicine, you didn't drink your water, or you did something that you weren't supposed to do. You went cutting the grass. There's stuff living on the ground that you can get an infection in your lungs, and it will kill you. Fungal infection lives on the ground, and you're out there blowing all this stuff around. It'll kill you. Don't mess with the cat pans. They're dirty. They will give you an infection. It's like all this stuff, and it's scary when they tell you. And then whoever is taking care of you, making sure you take your medications every day. You got to have somebody that you can trust. It's somebody that loves you and cares about you. Luckily, I had a great, awesome wife that, I mean, for all these years, that, I've gone to work every day, 2 jobs. Uh, she took care of me. She fed me every day. I was at home for 100 days, probably over 100 days. It's a scary thing, and you don't know at the beginning how it's going to play out. You just have to trust God and say, God has this thing. He has my back. And in the beginning, it was like, I know all these people that got cancer treatments, and it always came back, and it killed them later. They got a little bit of time. But man, God has my back, and this stuff is gone. That's all I got to say. It's gone. So, questions, comments, whatever. Love y'all. Peace out. Be good. I promise you this is for real this time. Treat each other right, because you don't know what's coming tomorrow. Bye.